Hey there and welcome. In just the next few minutes, we are going to completely master a super useful tool in English, the present continuous. Seriously, think of it as your secret weapon for talking about what's happening, right now. Let's jump in.
So, let me ask you something. What are you doing right this second? Well, you're listening to me. You are watching this explainer. You are learning English. See that? You're already using it. It's all about the action that's happening in the moment.
Okay, so how do we actually build this tense? It's really easy. It's all about a simple two-part formula. These are your essential building blocks. So what's its main job? Well, the present continuous is what we use to describe actions that are in progress as we speak, or for situations that just aren't finished yet. You could say it's the tense of being in the middle of something.
Okay, here's the magic formula. It's so simple. First, you just pick the right form of the verb to be. That's your am, is, or are. Then you just tack ing onto your main action verb. And that's it. The verb to be plus a verb with ing. Now, listen up, because this is the #1 mistake people make. They forget that first building block. You can't just say I working. It just doesn't sound right. The sentence needs its partner. I am working. That little word am is absolutely crucial. All right, so now we know how to build it. The next big question is, when do we actually use it? Turns out there are 3 really powerful situations where this tense is going to be your best friend. So we're going to look at these 3 main uses. First, for things happening at this exact moment. Second, for situations that are only temporary. And third, and this one might surprise you, for talking about definite future plans.
First up, let's talk about actions happening right now. If you can look out the window and literally see it happening, you're going to use the present continuous. Look, it is snowing. The action is live, it's happening in real time. Or maybe, listen, the phone is ringing.
Second, we use it for temporary situations. For example, let's say you usually drive to work, but maybe your car is in the shop. So for a limited time, just this week, you're doing something different. This isn't permanent, it's just a temporary change. So we say, I am taking the bus. And number 3, we use it for fixed future plans. This isn't just some idea. We're talking about plans where the tickets are booked. Using the present continuous for the future tells people that it's a firm arrangement. It sounds like it's already locked into your calendar. So we say, we are flying to Spain next week, or I am meeting my friends tomorrow.
All right, you've got the core uses down. Now let's get into the pro tips that will make you a true master. We're talking how to make negative statements, how to ask questions, and how to handle those kind of tricky spelling changes.
You know what? Making negatives and questions is incredibly simple. To make a sentence negative, you just pop the word not right after is or are. So, she is not working. And to ask a question, just swap the subject and the verb. Is she working? Easy, right?
Now, adding that ing isn't always perfectly straightforward, but here are the 2 main spelling rules you need to remember. If the verb ends in a silent e, like in make, you drop that e before adding ing. And if you have a short word like run or swim, you actually double that last letter before adding ing. Okay, theory is great and all, but practice is where the real learning happens. So let's do a super quick quiz to test out what you've learned so far. You ready?
Okay, first question. Please be quiet. The baby, sleep. What's the missing piece here? Remember, the action is happening right now.
And the answer is, the baby is sleeping. Yep, we need is because the baby is one person, and then sleep plus ing. Perfect. All right, let's try a -1. I not watch TV right now. How would you put that together?
You got it. I am not watching TV right now. Remember, am always goes with I, and that not comes right after it. Nice one.
Okay, last one. This time, it's a question about a future plan. Will they come to the party tonight? How do we form that question? And the answer is, are they coming? We start with are, then the subject they, and then our ing verb. Fantastic work. So let's do a super fast recap. These are your key takeaways. Remember that simple formula? Am, is, are, plus a verb with ing. You're going to use it for right now, for temporary stuff, and for those solid future plans. And of course, don't forget the little details for negatives, questions, and spelling. And that is the present continuous in pretty much under 5 minutes. You did an awesome job. So, my final question to you is, using the very tense we just learned. What are you learning next? Thanks for watching.